am reviewing The Secret chapter by chapter because I think the message is wonderful and I want to share it. And you don't have time to read this book. No, you do not have time for this. I'm going to give you the quick scoop and key takeaways of Chapter 3, How to Use the Secret. This will help you get all the things you want because you deserve it. Here we go. Welcome to the Executive Mom Show. Today we're doing Chapter 3, How to Use the Secret. I have 6 key takeaways for you, and number 6 is my absolute favorite. It definitely works. I even did it last night, and it is fantastic. So, number 1, these are key takeaways of this chapter. The secret story was based on the story Aladdin. Let me rephrase this. The secret was recreated by the story Aladdin. In the current version, Aladdin only gets 3 wishes. However, if you trace that story back to its history and its origins, there's actually unlimited amount of wishes. What's really interesting is even in the Disney version Aladdin, I watched it recently with both of my kids, the genie even says the power of the universe in the movie because that was one of the original lines. And the genie is the law of attraction. So it's kind of interesting. You should watch Aladdin, if you can find some original versions, that could be interesting too. But really it's about the story that's written. So number 2, the creative process was actually taken from the New Testament in the Bible. And it's an easy guide for you to create exactly what you want in 3 super simple steps. It's ask, believe, and receive. That's it. That's all you have to do. Simple is beautiful. In my book, I love simple. So those are the 3 things that you need to do. So number 1 is ask. You get so clear in your mind of what you want. You're going to have to spend time here, which is really a fun process. Enjoy this. This whole thing should be super enjoyable and bring you energy. And ask, once you figure out exactly what you want, ask once. You ask once. You're going to think about it all the time, but you're really just going to ask once, which is going to show confidence that you believe it will happen, which is number 2. Believe. You need to believe you will receive it and act as if it's already yours. So if let's just use the ideal figure. I'm just going to use that for now for an example. If that's what you want this perfect ideal figure, you need to, the second step, believe, you need to actually pretend you have it now. And believe, don't even pretend. Believe you have it now. How would you walk? What would you eat? What would you wear? What would you do? If you have it now, what would that feel like? Do that right now. That's the time to do it now. And then the last step number 3 is receive. So when you're feeling good about it now, you're going to attract it to you. So you want to feel the way you feel once your desire has manifested. Feeling good now puts you in that right frequency of what you want. We talked a lot about the frequency in the last video on chapter 2. So if you're missing out, you can go back and watch that. All right, moving on to back to my key points. That was number 2. We're going to move on to key point number 3. Focus on the outcome, not the process. Don't worry about the how. How am I going to get whatever it is I desire? Focus on the what. The universe knows the quickest and easiest way to get it to you, and that is what it will do. So don't start getting real specific on it has to be this way and it has to be because I ate eggs and whatever. So don't worry about that process of how. Focus on the outcome and be open to different things that show up. Okay? Got to have a little openness here. Number 4 is to dream big. This one, I wish someone told me this when I was in my 20s. If you're 20 and you are watching, I am giving you the golden ticket. Dream bigger. Whatever you think your dream is, times it by 10. You might even need to times it by 100. I should have multiplied my dream by 100. I'm very disappointed that I thought so little of myself. Not in a bad way. I've always had great self-esteem, but my big dreams were really small. I accomplished them in my mid-20s, which that's not right. You should not be accomplishing your dreams in your mid-20s. Your dreams should be huge. Make them big. Something they say in the book is it's just as easy for the universe to manifest $1 as it is $1 million. So get some big thinking here. Number 5, you can test this out on small things. So for example, a cup of coffee. Start thinking up, coffee, and think of the coffee, and somebody might end up bringing you a coffee. I did this once just for fun, and my husband ended up making me an Americano, which is exactly what I wanted. And that was pretty impressive. Parking spaces, I have done this as well. You really want a great parking space, just send it out. Send that frequency of someone is just going to leave and give me the best parking space ever, and it will work for you. So give that a try on these small things to know that they work, and then you can try them on bigger things. All right, so my absolute favorite one is number 6. Love this. So this is about visualizing, and you want to create your day in advance by thinking the way you want it to go and be really specific. You're going to visualize. So this is probably best the night before. So the night before, visualize how your day is going to go and how you're going to feel. And you're going to create your life super intentional this way. It's fantastic. So this is what I do the night before. Last night, I journaled exactly how I wanted today to go. And I clarified my to-do list. I clarified how I'm going to feel about it. And it's pretty early. It's before the workday, actually. So we don't know if it's have manifested yet, but I gave it a go, and it feels really good. And I've done this in the past, and it works super well for me. And it's a fun activity that brings me a lot of joy and energy. So what you need to do this is the most simple, least expensive thing. You need some sort of a spiral notebook to journal in. Everyone talks about journaling. I know everybody, some people like it, some people don't like it. If you're not a writer downer, if you don't like to write it down, just do this in your mind. You don't have to have a journal, but these are my favorite types. I really like college ruled. And yeah, here's all my stuff. We're not going to show you my dreams. This is just for the universe to know. But these are my absolute favorite. The 5-star brand, I think, hold up very well, and they're big enough. They last a while, so it's super helpful. So what do you think? What do you think of chapter 2? Did I miss something? Did you get a different takeaway? I would love to hear your thoughts. Leave it in the comments below, and have a great day.